Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Today is Saturday, June 20th, 2026. Finally hitting summertime here on this right at the winter or the summer solstice, I should say. And yeah, just really nice early summer weather as you might expect here. Yeah, the weather. Weather's a big topic this week as Tropical Storm Arthur hit the Gulf Coast earlier this week. And yeah, I guess it was a really, really shit storm, man. It was bad. 20 inches of rain in like 48 hours. And it wasn't even really a hurricane, It's just really, really bad storm that just hit down there and just fucked up a lot of shit, man. And you guys know what I think about this weather, Let's just say I don't believe it's all totally natural. It was called Tropical Storm Arthur. And yeah, it's a little early in the season for a tropical storm, I should say. It's really not even, it's the early part of tropical storm season. And yeah, that storm just hit and just, man, bad fucking news. Just fucked up a lot of shit, man. Hurt. I imagine there were a lot of people killed. There was tornadoes. There was 20 inches of rain in some places. Some places like more than 20, and 48. It's just unheard of, man. It's just not natural, in my opinion. But yeah, lots of shit going on these days as we head into the summer. Usually shit mellows out in the summer, but we'll see what could happen. Apparently Trump made the deal. I made a great deal and we ended the war. We get the straight back open. Oil prices are going down. We haven't really felt it. But yeah, lots of shit going on. This Pride Month 2026. God, so insane, man. The world we're living in today is just maddening. Yeah. So that's some of the shit going on right now. Yeah, what are we talking about this week? Everybody's talking about the fucking, I call the car apocalypse. And it's basically this automobile conspiracy going on right now. People are saying, they're trying to get rid of people's old cars, and they want to. Some places have even trying to pass laws to ban any car older than 2005. It's madness what's going on with this car situation and the gasoline situation with this 15% ethanol in the gasoline. Yeah, just a lot of really garbage shit going on with that. It's pretty obvious what's happening. But yeah, here we are. Almost 4 minutes in. Still nobody watching. Yeah, I'm just kind of talking to myself here, seeing if anybody shows up tonight. Who knows? But yeah. The last live stream did pretty good. I got like 78 views. That's good for me these days. I don't get a lot of views. But yeah, that's what's happening, man. Summertime. But yeah, it's interesting times we're living in here on this Pride Month 2026. Ugh. But other than that, man, it's just summertime. The weather's nice. Spraying the shit out of the skies as always. We we get these heavy spray days, man. But we had a spray day the other day, man. It was unreal. And this time I saw this one plane out there that was flying way lower than normal for the spray planes. Usually see them at a certain altitude. This one was flying way lower, man. It was big in the sky. It was like definitely looks like they're wrapping it up and sticking it in our faces even more, man. With the spray going on. And then shortly after that fucking storm hit down around the Gulf Coast. I just heard about it, man. It's like you don't hear about this shit, They kind of hide it. I don't know. I don't really watch much of the mainstream media, to hear what they're talking about. But I just heard about it today. This tropical storm Arthur was called. Yeah, it was. I was watching a little bit about it. It was a motherfucker. Let's see. Let's look it up real quick. Since there's nobody here. Let's see here. Tropical storm. Tropical storm Arthur. Let's see. News confirms 9 tornadoes struck southeast Louisiana during Arthur. How much rain did Tropical Storm Arthur bring? See totals for New Orleans, Slidell, and more. 8 tornadoes confirmed. Now this one says 9. News about the Gulf Coast resources. Rescues underway. Dam failures. Fears grow as Arthur floods Gulf Coast homes. Let's see what this one talks about. National Weather Service has now confirmed 9 tornadoes across southeast Louisiana and South Mississippi from the severe weather outbreak tied to Tropical Storm Arthur. 8 tornadoes happened Thursday. A 9th tornado in Arabi Shayet happened on Friday evening, but NWS, National Weather Service, New Orleans, is including in the same overall event because the environment was still influenced by Arthur. Yeah, that was bad. I wonder how many deaths are reported so far. Crazy, man. I didn't even hear about it till today. Let's see, Hurricane Arthur. Total fatalities 2. So at least there was only 2 people killed. I mean, that's some pictures of the storm itself. Let's see, Hurricane Arthur. And it was not a hurricane. It was just a tropical storm. Let me see, Hurricane Arthur. Images. Tropical Storm Arthur graphic. Yeah, it was fucking bad, man. This is what we're bracing for this tropical storm season. So anyway, yeah, that's a big story this week, I think. Besides Pride Month. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, man, it's the summertime, man. We're talking about the car apocalypse, as I like to call it, where it's a big conspiracy, in my opinion. And I'm not saying it's a conspiracy theory because people get that confused, man. Anytime you say conspiracy, they think that it's not true. You know, people think they falsely believe that the word conspiracy means something that's not true. You know, they really brainwash people to believe that the word conspiracy means something that somebody fucking made up. But really, all a conspiracy means is two or more people plotting against other people. And that's what a conspiracy is. But they're conspiring to, you know, hurt somebody or cause damage or whatever, you know, it's usually a nefarious thing, a conspiracy. But on the other hand, a conspiracy theory really is not true, you know, or it could be true, but it hasn't been proven. But, you know, they like to, and anytime they use the word conspiracy, it's put with the word theory, and it's all fucked up now, man. But the average stupid American believes about conspiracies, you know. It's a conspiracy that they're trying to, you know, destroy people's cars and make it impossible to fix your old car. This whole car conspiracy thing, which I call the car apocalypse now, and it's a real thing, man. They really are trying to destroy people's cars. I really believe that they're doing it with ethanol in the gasoline, which will destroy all the old car engines. You know, I'm driving a 2010. I think I'm barely past the point where my car can barely handle that 15% ethanol that they're putting in cars nowadays. Yeah, so it'll destroy your car. It'll destroy your fucking chainsaw, your lawnmower, anything that runs on gasoline. This 15% ethanol will take a lot of life out of the engine, from what I'm learning about it. And that's not all about the car apocalypse, man. It goes deep, man. They want to get anybody who drives anymore. I think the big thing is they don't want people driving at all. You know, they want to take people out of their own private automobiles. They want you walking, riding a bicycle, a scooter, or taking public transportation. They don't even want people having electric bikes anymore, man. It's insane. A lot of the country is passing laws regulating electric bikes now. You have to register it. You have to, you know, insure it. Just like, you know, it's no longer an alternative to a you know, conventional automobile or motorcycle. But, you know, so now they want to make electric bikes, and it's going to happen, you know. And they're putting speed limits on electric bikes. It's man, the whole thing that's going on nowadays, man. And now the cars now are spying on. The new cars will be spying on you, will be tattletaling on you, will be ratting you out. And it all goes in with the data centers and the fucking, oh man, it's just all over the internet these days. It's all people are talking about. That, and, you know, and facial recognition and blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. It's all tied together, man. It's all. And now they want, you know, it's all leading to, like, just to get on the internet. They're passing laws where you got to have a digital ID to get on the internet. Man, it's just what the fuck is going on right now. It's like a dragnet, man. You can just feel the walls closing in around you, man. Anyway, let's see if anybody shows up here, man. Because I need some help here, man. I can only talk for so long. Take a little puff here and see if anybody fucking shows up. yeah, I noticed this Pride Month. It's not quite as big as it's been in the past. So that's cool. I like that. Hopefully, in the next few years, man, Pride Month will disappear. As it is getting less and less popular. But, you know, where I live here in Colorado, man, Pride Month is huge. I didn't know we had so much pride here in Colorado. I thought, you know, when I was a kid, I always thought Colorado was a pretty macho place. You know, it was a manly place for manly men, where men are men and sheep are nervous. That's what my uncle used to tell me when I was a kid. Yeah, Colorado is a place where men are men and sheep are nervous. Not anymore. My uncle would roll over in his grave. Well, he only died a couple of years ago, so he knows all about it, man. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he saw it all happen before he left this world. Actually, his son is a homosexual. Yeah, my cousin is like a famous homosexual in Denver. I heard him on the radio one time. I swear to God, I couldn't believe it. It was like I was listening to like National Public Radio one morning driving to work. And all of a sudden they said, well, we're talking to homosexual activist, my cousin. I won't say his name, and he was on there talking to this dude on the radio, man. I couldn't believe it. You got to be kidding. That's my cousin on National Public Radio talking about being a homosexual. That was maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 6 or 8 years ago. I don't know. It was a while back, but he's a lot younger than me. But yeah, he's kind of a famous homosexual in Denver, I guess. Man. I don't know how he got that position. Really strange, man. Strange fucking times we're living in, man. Yeah, it just looks like no one's going to show up tonight, man. How much longer I can go here without some feedback, man. I need some feedback. Oh, this might be the shortest weekend update in a while. Yeah, I lost a lot of my audience, man. I don't know what my problem is, man. I was trying to build a channel here, but then it's fucking hopeless, man. So I don't even really care about how many views I get or, you know, anything. You know, I just do this. It's kind of just a hobby, man. It's been a good run, man. I don't know how many. This is weekend update 344. I've probably done at least like 500 live streams total. A lot of them I fucking took down because I kept getting strikes, man. For the whole early 2020s, because you know what happened then. They kept getting strikes, man, out of the blue for a video I did like 3 years ago. God damn, how come I keep getting strikes? And how come they didn't give me a strike right away? But 3 years later, they take the video down and give me a strike. So I was like, man, I got to take down all the videos from like 3 years just to make, you know, to try to prevent any more strikes. And it's really weird how YouTube does that, man. But they'll change a fucking a community guideline or something and retroactively give you a strike on something you did 5 or 10 years ago. Yeah, I've gotten strikes on videos from like 8 years ago, man. It's unbelievable. And it was just for fucking stupid bullshit, man. Like, I don't know. That's just the world today, right? Everything is just fucked. Everything is just stupid, ridiculous. And that's just the way it is. It's the end times we're living in, man. You don't get rid of a population by fucking being nice. Shit's got to get real ugly here in the next few years, right? For Agenda 2030 to work out for them. And you could see it's going in that way, man, with this economy. They're definitely pushing it, man. They're definitely pushing people over the edge. Like, just like you feel like we're all a bunch of cattle, living in a field on the edge of a cliff. We just keep pushing more and more and more and more. And more cattle are falling off the edge. And like they know they got the people so beaten down and fucking dumbed down and fucking dominated that the people will never fight back, man. It's never going to happen. We used to have this fantasy that someday the people are going to fight back. It's not going to fucking happen. Sad to say, man, if the people haven't fought back by now, no, it's a hopeless situation. And I think even if the people do try to fight back, man, they're prepared for it, man. They're prepared to deal with. They got like a whole robot armies just ready to go. So yeah, there'll be no. But maybe I'm wrong, man. I hope I'm wrong about that, and the people will be able to fight back, overcome this fucking shitty situation that we're living in. We'll see, man. It's coming to the breaking point, man. Thinking like what they say. That's why they called it Agenda 2030, right? So we got 3.5 years, and they got 3.5 years to really make it happen. So where we own nothing and we'll be happy, right? Crunchy B, nice to see you. Cheers. So yeah, you can see it, man. They're really putting the fucking, putting the fucking crunch on people. No pun intended. Have you ever eaten a Crunchy B? But yeah, they're really making life hard for people, man. We all feel it, A lot of people are just fucking losing it, man, because it's just ridiculous, man, how much the cost of living has gone up. And it just keeps fucking going up relentlessly, man. There's no relief. It's just every time you go to the grocery store, you fucking got to pay more money. Every time you pay your rent, you got to pay more money. You pay your mortgage, it goes up. Your property tax goes up. Your insurance goes up. All your taxes go up. It's just fucking totally relentless, man. If the people don't fight back, 2030 is going to happen. We'll own nothing. We'll be happy. We'll be eating the bugs. Not me, man. I'm going to starve to death before I fucking eat the bugs. I don't know, man. It's not looking optimistic about the future. It's the way things have gone. If you just look at the trajectory that we've been on, right? I think, the human population fucking peaked, or like the society, our whole civilization peaked probably, I don't know, somewhere in the 60s, 70s, 80s, you might say. That was the top of human civilization. And from there, it's gone through the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now heading towards the end of the 2020s. It's just like straight down now, man. It's like we're dropping, like our human civilization is. But no, it's not by accident, man. None of this shit's happening by accident. It's all being planned out. It's all been planned out for God so long you can't even believe, man. These people plan out shit for so far into the future. They've already got the future planned out for the next 100 years. It makes you wonder, man. There's got to be some fucking immortals out there, man. There's got to be some kind of entities that are controlling the world, that are not human, that are fucking immortal, And they're the ones that are carrying out these long-term agendas, man. It's like they're performing this, agenda on Earth. It's taking lifetimes. It seems to me, man. It's got to be, it can't just be generation by. I don't know. Who knows? And there's a lot of interesting theories about how that works. Who these entities are, where they come from. I mean, I'm not saying it's 100% true, but I'm convinced of it. That there's got to be some kind of immortal beings out there that run the world, man. And we're like their little experiment, We're like their ant farm. You might say we're living on an alien ant farm, and we're the ants, and they're just experimenting on us. No, that's what it feels like. I don't know, man. I just know one day I woke up and I was here in this fucking reality, They say you can't remember the first 2 to 3 years of your life. I found out because the part of your brain the memory part of your brain hasn't developed yet. Your memory develops in the first two years of your life. That's why you don't remember being a baby. That's why you don't remember your toddlerhood, because your memory hasn't. Day to me, there was a day when I woke up, and I remember that day till right now. That was like my very first memory that I have. It's like I came into realization of life and who I was, and where I think I was maybe 3 or 4 years old. It was like my earliest memory. Everybody's brain develops at a different rate, maybe, but that was for me personally. It was at the time when my actual spirit inhabited this body. It's an interesting question, I find that fascinating question, man. Does the brain create consciousness, or does consciousness create the mind? And I tend to think that this whole body and this brain is just a tool to live on planet Earth. Our spirit uses our body like hardware, and our brain like a computer to store all our memories in. But it's a really weird thing, because when you're born into this world, you don't remember anything. You don't know anything. You're just like a blank canvas. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting theories about that. Like, are we reincarnated over and over again? And if we are, and a lot of people believe that when you're reincarnated, they wipe all your memories out. And then maybe when you die, your old memories come back. I don't know how it works, man. It's interesting though, man. I don't know. I think there's a lot of truth in that. I think that the ultimate goal of life is to escape that reality, man, is to learn enough in this lifetime that you can never come back again. You just be free from this world, because this world is a lot of pain and fucking agony, man. There's a lot of fun in games too. I've had a lot of fun in my life, I've had a lot of great memories. But I've also suffered a lot, man. And we all must. It's just life, right? We all suffer. I'll tell you what, man. Some of the things that I've gone through in my life, I would never want to fucking go through it again, man. I've had some horrible fucking things happen to me in my life that I would never, ever want to have to go through ever again, man. But I've learned a lot, it doesn't bother me as much as it did when I was younger. I don't get freaked out. I don't get scared like I did when I was younger, because I don't give a fuck anymore. If I die tomorrow, I really just don't give a fuck. But you see, when you're a young person, it's different, right? You want to have a great life and live, and so you stress out about shit a lot more than you do when you reach like a person of my age, where you're just like, I really don't care anymore, man. Because you've been through so much shit in your life that you're like, this shit doesn't bother me anymore, man. I remember 10, 20 years ago, I'd be all upset about something that happened, but now just fuck it. I don't care. It's very, very relieving, man. It's a lot of weight off your shoulders when you just don't fucking give a shit anymore, man. But anyways, I'll sit here and wait for a little while longer. If nobody shows up, I'm out. All right, man, I lost a lot of viewers. Shit happens on this fucking platform. And shit, people say things, people get upset, people have fucking, I don't know, they get all fucking butthurt over nothing. It's amazing. It's one thing I don't do anymore, man. I don't get all fucking butthurt over nothing. But hey, I'm not judging anybody. It's a shame, man. Friends that I've had for all these years, and now they're just gone. But sometimes they come back, but some of them never do. It just is what it is, man. I hate saying that phrase. What else did I want to talk about this week, man? I guess I've covered it all, man, because I got no one to fucking talk to. Well, I don't want to fucking end my channel, man. It's just fucking stagnant, man. I look forward to doing this live stream every week, man. Try to think of things to talk about. Try to make it entertaining for my audience. I guess, people got other things to do right now. I can understand, man. Life is fucking tough. It's stressful. Even if you don't give a fuck, it's still fucking stressful. It helps, though, not giving a fuck. It helps a lot, man, because I used to get so stressed out about shit. I mean, I still do, but not like I used to, man. I just think about, what's the worst that could fucking happen? I could die. There was a time when I wasn't alive anyway, so. The worst thing that could happen is you suffer, man. Death is not, I think suffering is worse than death. Death is a relief, I don't get sad when people die. I miss them. I kiss them goodbye, but I'm not sad for them, man. I'm more, I think when people grieve a loss of a loved one, they're more feeling sorry for themselves because that person is gone from their life. Whereas the person who passed away, their suffering is over, man. It's kind of a joyous event, it really, more than something to be sad about. It's like, thank God that person is no longer suffering in this fucking nightmare. But yeah, there was a lot of shit I want to talk about tonight, man. Like AI. What is really going the fuck on with AI, man? Are they trying to create a fucking digital god? It seems like that. I think that's their goal. They want to create a digital fucking god. And they don't care what they got to do it, man. That's why they're destroying this planet to create a fucking digital god. It's mind-boggling. But yeah, you know, it's like all this data. Why these data centers, right? They want to store every fucking little bit of fucking data that they can suck in, and mostly about you. They want to capture everything about you and put it into your fucking file, your profile, right? They want every little bit of information they can get about you, and where you go, where you wake, when you wake up in the morning, where you drive to. They track everything you fucking do. And that's why they need all these data centers to store all that data. And they keep, you know, it's mind-boggling. I was watching the video the other day with Nick Beato, right? He's like this music dude on YouTube. He's saying he went to go buy a new hard drive, like a new SSD, you know, to store all his fucking videos and shit on. And he said like this hard drive that used to cost him like $300 or $400. Now they want $2,000 for it, for a 2 terabyte hard drive. They want $2,000 for a 2 terabyte hard drive, and then for a 4 terabyte hard drive, they charge it. You know, SSD hard drive. I mean, you know, you could get, you know, like an analog hard drive, whatever it is. But you know, what they call that's what a hard drive is. It's like it's not analog, but it's not solid state, which is a SSD, which is SSD like holds more data in a smaller area, and it operates a lot faster. You know, even though a regular hard drive works pretty fast, man, for the average person storing your photos, your music, whatever, you know, it's plenty. Your videos, you know, it's plenty of space, man. But these are the reason why these drives are becoming so expensive, because they're buying them all up. They're buying. You can't even buy one anymore, man. You got to order them and wait for months and months to get one, if you can even get them anymore. Imagine, even like he was saying, any kind of storage device that you want is gone up exponentially. Like if you want to just buy like even a little thumb drive, the price is like tripled for like a chip for your camera, because of these data centers, man. You know, they're buying up all the fucking. It's insane. Why do they need all this data? Because they want to create a digital god that knows fucking everything about everybody. It's really fucking mind-boggling, man. And just not only that, they just want, I don't know, man. It's really bizarre, man. Why they need to store all this data about people. It's really creepy, man. That's the best word I think I can put into it. Fucking creepy as fuck. Like they're watching all of it. I know, and I'm here. I am talking about it on the internet. You know, just here. I'll just give you all my information right out front. Right, I'll tell you what I think. You know, you don't have to build a profile on to you know, think of what I'm going to do next, right? But yeah, I think that's what this AI will do, man. It will know you better than you fucking know yourself. But they call it AI, but it's not really. But maybe, you know, they're basically turning the whole planet Earth into a giant digital brain, man. And I think blockchain has a lot to do with that too, like Bitcoin and shit like that. Cryptocurrency, I think that has a lot to do with it, man. Mining crypto, I think, is training that brain in some way. So all these people, they got all these computers running and running and running to mine Bitcoin. It's fucking bizarre, man. I mean, what makes that valuable? Why does that make Bitcoin valuable? Because it uses energy and it solves these fucking problems, right? That's what it is. That's how they mine Bitcoin. They have these computers working on these problems until one computer solves it. And that computer that solves it gets rewarded with Bitcoin. That's how it works. That's how Bitcoin mining works. So I think they're using that to train the digital god. It's working on all these problems. It's like one giant fucking brain, man. And then like all that data gets, and then now they're trying to make these supercomputers that can sort through all that data. And the thing is they're creating quantum computers, which is really interesting. If you know what quantum physics is, it's I don't know. Supposedly they've proven that matter doesn't fucking really exist, man. It doesn't exist until someone observes it. That's what quantum physics basically says. That if you're not looking at something, it fucking disappears and it becomes a wave function, they call it. And it only takes a physical form when it's observed. And that's kind of like how the human brain works, man. Where all the electrons in your brain are like, they're not in a solid state, and they're like a coin flipping in the air. It's a good way to describe it. You flip a coin in the air, and it could be heads or tails. It could be that's all it is. So there's no, so that these things can always be randomized. It's hard to explain how it works, but basically that's how quantum physics works. That there's no matter doesn't take any shape until it's observed. It's really hard to believe, man. It's really a tough concept for a physical being to wrap their mind around it. But what's happening behind me? No, I can see what's happening behind me because the camera's looking right at me. Therefore, the camera is observing. So yeah, it doesn't even have to be that's another question I have. Can an observer be a electronic device? No. Only until somebody looks at that electronic device. It's really a really crazy concept to wrap your head around, but the farther they look down into matter, that's a fact. They find nothing. There's nothing, man. My whole body is really nothing. It feels solid. This table feels solid. Everything feels solid, but really, if you really look deep down into matter with like an electron microscope, it all disappears into nothingness. So yeah, makes you wonder, man, are we living in a simulation, basically? And I think that's an interesting concept, man. But even whether or not it's a simulation, it really doesn't matter because we're still experiencing it. A lot of people are still suffering. I don't know. Are all these people, is this just my universe and I'm the only real consciousness here? That's another interesting argument. We all live with our own personal reality. And most of the people around us are not even real. I remember having that thought when I was a little kid. I swear to God, I thought that when I was like 4 or 5 years old, man. That thought occurred to me. This whole thing is fucking not real. Like, it's just a big show that's being put on just for me. It's really weird. Yeah, this is the fucking shittiest live stream I've had in a while, man. Nobody here, nobody talking to me, no fucking feedback. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Thanks for anybody who did show up. Love you guys and hope to see you next week.